The Wicked Boss. I was 28 when I got a job at a big office in Inu City. The place was bright outside, but inside, it always felt dark. The walls were painted grey, but something about the air was heavy. It was like the office didn't want people to smile. Our boss was a man named Madhu. He was old, maybe 55 or even 60. His face was always strong like stone, and he smiled only when someone was in pain. People feared him. He wore white clothes every day, always clean, but his eyes looked like they were hiding something evil. We worked hard in that office. But no matter how hard we worked, Boss Madhu always found something to shout about. Ada, why are these files late? Ife, are you sleeping on duty? He shouted at everyone except the new secretary, Soma. He liked her too much. Soma was quiet and very pretty. She came from a small town near Nobi village. She wore simple clothes and had a small voice. But after 2 weeks in the office, she started changing. She bought big wigs, shiny shoes, and started laughing loudly with the boss. I tried to warn her. Soma, be careful. Something is not right with that man, I told her one day. She looked at me and smiled. He's helping me. You don't understand, Ada, she said. But deep inside, I felt something dark was happening. One day, I forgot my phone inside Boss Madhu's office. When I went back to get it, the door was open just a little. I pushed it slowly. That's when I saw it, a small red room behind his bookshelf. It was glowing, like fire was inside. Inside the red room, there were things I can't forget. A goat's head, black handles, chalk drawings on the floor. And in the middle, Boss Madhu was sitting with his eyes closed, whispering things I couldn't understand. I froze. I couldn't breathe. He didn't see me. I ran back to my desk, shaking like I was cold. I didn't tell anyone. Who would believe me? A few days later, Soma came to work looking very sick. Her eyes were red. She couldn't walk straight. She just sat at her desk and cried. Later that day, we all heard her scream from the bathroom. When I rushed there, I saw her holding her belly and bleeding. He said I belonged to him, she screamed before falling. We took her to the hospital, but she never came back. Boss Madhu told us not to worry. He said she had a woman problem and needed rest. But I knew that was a lie. Soma disappeared after that. No calls, no messages. It was like she never existed. The next week, a new secretary came in. I couldn't take it anymore. I took leave and traveled to Nobi village, Soma's hometown. It was quiet and green. Chickens walked on the red roads. I asked the people about Soma. Her mother cried when she saw me. She is not the only one, Mama Nene said. That man comes here every year. He gives girls money, and they follow him. Some never return. Some come back sick. He is not just a man. He walks with spirits. That night, I couldn't sleep. I dreamed of Soma standing in the red room, holding a black handle, her mouth open but no words coming out. When I woke up, my whole body was cold, even though the sun was hot outside. Mama Nene took me to the shrine at the edge of the village. If you want to fight him, you need to know his name fully, she said. She gave me a small bottle and said, this will show you what the eyes cannot see. I went back to the city with the bottle in my bag. The office looked even darker now. People didn't laugh anymore. The new secretary was getting sick too. I knew I had to do something fast, or more lives would go. One morning, I got to work early. I took the small bottle from Mama Nene and rubbed some of the oil on my hands and eyes, just like she said. After that, I walked slowly into Boss Madhu's office. Everything looked the same at first. Then I saw something strange. The floor near his table had lines of blood. Not fresh blood, but old and dark. I bent down and touched it. It was real. The lines formed a symbol, a big circle with 2 snakes drawn inside. Suddenly, I heard footsteps. I quickly stood up and moved to the side. Boss Madhu entered. He looked at me and paused. His face changed. "You went to that village, didn't you?" he said. My heart jumped. I didn't answer. He walked slowly toward me. "You think you know something? You think you can stop me?" he said with a small laugh. "These girls beg me to help them. They give themselves to me. I only take what is given." I ran out of the office. I didn't wait. I didn't even take my bag. That night, I called my brother, Tob. He was strong and brave. I told him everything. He believed me because he had seen something like this before. Tob came to my place that night. He brought his Bible and some strong herbs from our grandmother. We locked the door and prayed. Around midnight, we heard something scratching the window, like long nails. We opened the curtain and saw nothing. But there were footprints on the wall. Yes, real human footprints, walking upside down on the building wall. Tob poured some of the herbs into the corners of the room. Suddenly, I saw her again, Soma. She appeared in the room, just like a shadow. She didn't speak. She just pointed at my office ID card. Then she vanished. I knew what she wanted me to do. I had to return. The next day, I wore white clothes and tied a red thread around my wrist, just like Mama Nene said. I went back to the office with Tob. We pretended like we came to collect my bag. Boss Madhu was not there. We went into his office. This time, we moved the bookshelf together. The red room was still there. It smelled bad, like rotten eggs and blood. The candles were still burning, but no one was there. Tob poured the rest of the herbs on the floor. The room started shaking. The symbols on the ground glowed like fire. A voice shouted from under the ground, "Leave now or join them." We held hands and stood our ground. Then, the ground broke open. A big black shadow rose from the floor. It looked like a man, but with long horns and red eyes. It screamed like thunder. Tob threw the oil from the bottle at it, and it burned with green fire. The room went silent. The candles all blew out. We ran outside. People in the office started screaming. The floor under Boss Madhu's office cracked and smoke came out. The police and fire people came, but they didn't know what to do. Boss Madhu was found hours later. He was lying on the floor, shaking. His hair was all white, and his face looked like a very old man. He didn't speak again. He was taken to a hospital and then later to a place for mad people. The red room disappeared. The hole closed on its own. Everyone in the office acted like they forgot what happened. But I didn't. Tob didn't. And I know deep inside the spirits are still watching. 1 week later, a letter came to my house. It had no name, no stamp. Inside, there was just a photo, Soma, smiling. Behind her was a tree with a rope hanging. I cried. I knew what it meant. Her spirit was finally free. I went back to Nobi village to see Mama Nene. She welcomed me with tears in her eyes. "The spirits are pleased," she said. "But they left a mark on you, child." She pointed to the red thread still tied to my wrist. It had turned black. I asked her, "What does it mean?" She said, "You touched evil and survived. That is not common. But now, you are marked. You will see things others cannot see." I was scared. I didn't want to see more evil. That night, I slept in the village. I dreamed again. This time, not of Soma. I saw a long river full of blood. Women stood by the river, crying. Some had no eyes, some no hands. They looked at me and said, "Thank you, Ada." I woke up shaking. but I felt peace too. These were the girls Boss Madhu had used. Some of them never even left the village. Their families still thought they went to the city for work. But their souls had been crying. When I returned to Inu City, I packed my things from the office. I didn't want to work there again. As I emptied my drawer, I found a black book under a false bottom. It was full of names. Female names. Over 30 of them. Each name had a date next to it and a symbol. I saw Soma's name. I saw the name of the new secretary. I saw names I never knew. All of them were written in red ink. I wanted to burn the book, but my heart said no. I gave the book to Tob. He took it to a trusted pastor. The man said the book was part of a blood covenant. You have broken the link, but others must learn, he said. So they locked the book in a safe at the church. After that, I started feeling strange. When I walked by some places, I could feel heat or cold suddenly. I knew which places had bad spirits. Once, I passed a house and heard a child crying, but there was no one there. I didn't want this gift. But Mama Nene told me it was now my path. You must use it to help others. Or it will burn you, she said. I started praying more. I visited people who had bad dreams. I listened. I helped. One Sunday evening, I heard that Boss Madhu had escaped from the hospital. People said he walked naked into a market, shouting about fire and snakes. He was never seen again after that day. Some said he entered the forest. Others said he went back to the shrine that gave him power. But no one really knew. His office was sold. His house burned down a month later in a strange fire. No one claimed it. Even after all this, I still carry pain. The pain of knowing people suffer in silence. The pain of seeing evil hide behind power. But I also carry strength, the kind that only truth and spirit can give. Sometimes I sit under the tree where Soma's spirit appeared. I light a candle. I say her name. And all the names I saw in that book. I speak them out loud so they are not forgotten. People now come to me for help. Not just from Inu or Nobi, but from far places. I don't take money. I only listen. I pray. I guide. I do what Mama Nene taught me. I am not a pastor. I am not a prophet. I am a witness. If you are watching this, know this truth: some evil wears a clean face. It smells nice. It says nice things. But inside, it is dark. Never follow people just because they promise help. Look deep. Listen to your spirit. If you are feeling trapped, speak out. Even if no one believes you at first. The spirits hear. The earth sees. And one day, the truth will break through like sun through thick clouds. To those who hide behind power and money to harm others, your time is short. The world may sleep, but justice does not. It may take time, but it always comes. Just like it came for Boss Madhu. And to the young girls dreaming of the city, be wise. Not all shiny things are gold. Ask questions. Listen to your heart. And if something feels wrong, run. Life is better than death wrapped in sweet lies. This is my story. This is Soma's story. This is the story of many. Remember it. Share it. Protect one another. Evil wins only when we stay quiet. Speak up. Be strong. Be light in the dark. Evil hides in plain sight. But with truth, courage, and spirit, even darkness can be defeated. This story is dedicated to every girl who lost her way to wicked promises. What did you learn from this story? Drop it on the comment section. Please also help us to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell so we will always notify you whenever we upload a new video. Like, share with friends and family. We are grateful to have you on our channel and we welcome you.